Go on then, fuck off. It's probably not the most appropriate thing to say at a funeral, just as they're lowering the coffin into the ground. And it's your dad. I mean, I know that now. In hindsight, the priest says something about appropriate language. So of course, I turns into Mickey Flanagan. And I says, oh no, Father, we're Cockney. We don't see it as swearing. More like punctuation. Mum was mortified. I thought my brother was going to land me one. Especially as his son Billy, who's autistic, then started chanting, go on, fuck off. Go on, fuck off. Fuck off. But I can understand why they were annoyed. I mean, they wanted to show their respects. I mean, my brother's always been his favourite. They used to go football and fishing together and just do the things that boys and their dads do. I, sadly, was born with the wrong genitals. I didn't get to do any of that stuff. And anything I did do, they weren't interested. So, eventually, I gave up trying to please him. Sometimes, I think you're too like someone you know. You're like a mirror, and they don't know what they see. Like my mum used to say it and all. Say, oh, you're just like your father. Which was weird, because she loved him. I never felt that from her. At least with Dad, I knew he didn't love me. At least he didn't pretend he to. But then again, he was brought up during the Second World War. There was no time for emotion then. They were too busy fighting the enemy. I'm just surviving. I remember him telling me that when he got signed into the RAF, his dad shook his hand. And that was the only time they ever had physical contact. My granddad never knew if he'd see him again. Yet all he could do was shake his hand. That's all he could muster. So I used that as an excuse for Dad not loving me. I justified it. Anyway, I left as soon as I could. I got married and I moved out. Never saw much of them after that. Until Dad got ill. That's when things changed. My brother, he lives quite far away. Well, Billy takes up a lot of his time. And my mum, well, I don't think she could cope with him being ill. She used to go out as much as she could. So it was left to me. I was the one who used to take him to his appointments, and I'd run errands. And sometimes we used to go down the pub for a pint. Well, not me. I always think that women drink pints sort of like lesbians. Anyway, we finally talked. You know, like really talked. I mean, I talked to strangers all day long. On the bus, back at the supermarket queue. I talked to them all day long. But when it's your family, it's hard, isn't it? But we really talked. We talked about him. We talked about me. We talked about life. About death. When he got really ill, I used to take him out in his wheelchair. Oh, I hated that wheelchair. He'd say, I ain't bloody going in one of them things. But near the end, he knew. Well, it was either that or get stuck indoors, and he liked his beer too much. Then one day, as I was leaving, he says to me, oh, you fucking off now then, are you? And I says, yeah, Dad, I am. He says, well, go on then, fuck off. And that's what he used to say to me after that, every time I left. So you see, that's why I blurted out. Because sometimes it's just so much easier to be sarcastic than to actually say what you really want to say to one another, which was, I love you.